And good evening from Pascack Hills. We're back with Hills football. Glen Rock against Pascack Hills in an opening season, preseason scrimmage. Hi everybody, I'm Matthew Molino from Montvale. Let's get you to the game where we are about ready to kick off. Hand goes up. We of course will have 4 12-minute quarters, and we're happy to be back. This is the preseason, but Coach Lampert and the rest of the Hills coaching staff called it the start of the real season. And it will be the opponents, the traveling Glen Ridge High School, who will begin the game with possession on offense. This game will give us a first look at many of the Hills players and some new transfers in, including junior running back Gavin Yolande, who has transferred after 2 years at St. Joseph's Regional. But now let's take a look at Glen Ridge and their offense, which finished 6-5 with a state sectional semifinal loss last year. It'll be a quarterback keeper, and he's going to run for a first down and maybe more. Got some green. And down at the Hills 35. A nice run from their quarterback. I have been provided an incomplete roster from Glen Ridge. That's why this is preseason. We'll have a real roster when we go back in the beginning of the real season, which begins 1 week from today at Mahwah. And I'm proud to say that our PH Athletics YouTube channel will be covering every football game this season for Pascack Hills. We'll be going to the away games, starting with that Mahwah game, and we'll be going, of course, live here for all of the home games on this YouTube channel. Now, 1st and 10 for Glen Ridge, and it'll be a run that is taken down in the backfield. So they respond with a nice defensive play, and it looked like it was number 56, the senior Brendan Singleton, getting back there first and making sure nothing was made of that play. It'll be 2nd and 15 from the Bronco 39 when we come back to action. Very happy to be back. Very happy for you to join us here at Pascack Hills High School. Happy to be in Montvale and happy to be calling some PH sports for the first time in about 2.5 months. It's been a long wait, but now we're back. They're going to throw, and it's going to be a big tackle, another 5-yard loss, and that one came from another senior, Sam Lundgren, along with a host of other Broncos that bring up 3rd and about 20. Official measurement will read 3rd down and 19 from the Hills 44. That's where the ball is spotted, and we're ready to go on a 3rd and very long. And we have a flag. This one may be assessed against the defense. Offsides on Hills, which will bring it back to a 3rd and manageable, I guess. 3rd and 14 now coming up after the penalty. From the Hills 39, 3rd and 14. It'll be a run, a quarterback keeper. Josh Wright trying to get there. Quarterback's fast. He has a first down. If they measure it, he got out of bounds right after the marker. They say he did it. So it'll be another Glen Ridge first down, now at the Hills 25. Clock will keep running. We have played about 3 minutes, as you can see, with 9 minutes still to go in the first quarter. First half will be played entirely by the varsity team, unless some things change that. Anything can change from the Coach Lampert staff here at Hills. We'll see what happens on this jet sweep, which will gain a few, but there is a flag that could bring it back. And an offensive penalty will stifle that gain. And we'll see where this one ends up after the penalty. It was a gain of about 3. That won't matter. I believe it may have been holding or it could have been pass interference. Probably not pass interference because it was a run. That makes sense. It's been a while. But this one backed up from 10 from the line of scrimmage to bring up first down and 20. Back at the Hills 35. There's the snap. It'll be given to Rory Winnick, who goes forward for a gain of 3, I think, maybe 2. And it'll bring up second down and 18. Eight minutes to go in our first quarter. We've played 4. This has been entirely in Glen Rock's possession through the first 4 minutes of this game. We have a nice crowd of mostly parents on board here. I'm sure the crowds will come back as we go over to the regular season. Here is second down and 18 for Glen Ridge with a man in motion and a quarterback roll out left. He's going to keep it. I don't think they've thrown a pass so far today. With runs like that, they may not need to. It'll be third down and about 5 coming up based on that spot from the Hills 20. So, yes, it will be third down and 5. And at the end of this first quarter, we'll go over the Hills schedule and the new competition that they'll face in the Super Football Conference American Red Division this year. They spent 3 years in the Ivy White Division, which was the developmental division, won 2 championships there, 2 division championships, and had a combined 16-3 record total. Here's third and 5, and it'll be the first throw. Incomplete. They say that was a forward pass. Fourth down and 5 from the Hills 20. We'll see what they do. I think they'll go for it. It's not like this will go on any records. But it looks like they're going to bring the kick team on. Awaiting what happens here. This is a scrimmage, so there may be some special rules like no punts or something like that. No live punts, I should say. And that will leave us with 7 minutes 20 to go. It looks like they're bringing out a normal defensive formation. So yes, Glen Ridge will go for it on fourth down and 5 from the Hills 20, and let's see what happens here. Gonna throw out left, incomplete, could have been intercepted, but the incompletion will leave them with some better field position than a pick would have. And now it'll be 1st and 10 for Hills from their own 19, and we'll see how a new look Hills offense does with some continuing players, of course. The biggest one being their quarterback, Connor O'Nickian, the senior now, starting in his 2nd year as the signal caller for Pascack Hills. We'll see how he does here in the preseason scrimmage and, of course, in the regular season. Another man to look at, the man right beside him to his left wearing number 2, as we have a flag down, that being Gavin Yolande, a junior transfer from nearby St. Joe's Regional up in Montvale. A false start against Hills will bring them back to 1st down and 15. First and 15 from their own 15, and it'll be a quarterback keeper. O'Nickian goes forward for what looks to be a gain of 5. So 2nd and 9, maybe 10 coming up, and they'll be at their own 20. Today, the first Friday for students at Pascack Hills. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to Montvale, and welcome back to our PH Athletics channel. It's been a while as Jake Bugney goes in motion. Snap. Run for Yolande, and he gets forward to about where the 1st down marker is, and it will be a Bronco 1st down, the first of this game. They'll get a fresh set from their own 21 off of that run from Gavin Yolande. First and 10 from their own 30. O'Nickian gets the snap. It'll be another run from Yolande, and he powers to a 4-yard gain. Second and 5 for Hills at their own 35. There's the snap, low one, got it off to Yolande without a hitch, but it will be a 2-yard Hills loss inbounds. Clock keeps running, now under 5 minutes to go in this first quarter, and it'll be 3rd down and about 7 for Pascack Hills from their own 32, 33. We'll see what this play call is on a big 3rd down. NFL season comes back on Thursday. Pascack Hills football back on Friday night at Mahwah. We'll have the full game up Saturday morning. And then college football, of course, finally back this Saturday. O'Nickian going to keep it, rolling out to his left, firing, incomplete. Good defense from Glen Ridge. Henry rolling, the sophomore, in there on Pascack Hills' Cody Jones, who could not reel it in, and that will bring up 4th and 7. .4:15 left in the first quarter. Punt team is on. And it will be the junior Liam Kaza reprising his role as the Pascack Hills punter, a role he took last season, now in his junior year. gets a high snap, punts it away, and out of bounds. It will be Glen Ridge with a nice position inside the Bronco 40. And we'll get to see the Hills defense once again. Led by many senior talent, not limited to Brendan Singleton and Josh Wright and Sam Lundgren. Singleton and Lundgren made some plays, Wright commanding that front seven, but there is a lot of talent on the Hills defense. A pride of Coach Evan Lampert. 4 minutes 10 to go in the first quarter. We have a 0-0 score. And it will be a run for about 5 from Glen Ridge's Rory Winnick. They are playing a lot of sophomores today. .3:30 to go. This is 2nd down and 7 from the Hills 30. It'll be another run, stopped right at the line, maybe a gain of 1 to bring up 3rd down and medium. Third and 6 it will be from the Hills 29. We'll see what the defense can do on this 3rd down. And I believe that will be a charge timeout against Glen Ridge, which will allow us to take a look at what's coming up for Pascack Hills this season. The 2024 schedule, the ones with D next to them, are division games, and we begin with 2 of the toughest. Starting next Friday at Mahwah, we'll have full coverage of that game posted right here on the PH Athletics YouTube channel Saturday morning. Then the home opener against Westwood, as we have some commotion in the booth. Westwood, of course, the defending Group 2 champions, and just had a 28-7 victory over Mahwah, who was looking to try and take that role from Westwood, but still the Cardinals, the team to beat in the Super Football Conference American Red Division and possibly in the Group 2 state of New Jersey. Teaneck is 3rd. That is a Saturday game at 1 o'clock away, so that may go up Saturday night. And then Ramsey is a divisional home game on September the 27th right here. That will be a Friday night affair. Back to work on the field. Still 2.5 minutes to go in the first quarter, and Glen Ridge with 3rd down and 6 at the Hills 29. It'll be a run from their quarterback. Did he get the first? It will be depended on the spot. And it looks like they're going to mark him an inch short. Yep, it'll be 4th down and 1 now at the Hills 24. Going for it, of course. No reason not to in this kind of game. A preseason scrimmage, that means nothing pretty much except to figure out how to fix things. If anything is to be fixed before the season, there's a run stifled at the line. And they're going to say They're going to say first down. Glen Ridge got through. He was hit right as he got to the line, but only needed a yard, and he got that easily. That is the sophomore Rory Winnick, looking to be the RB1 for the Ridgers this year. They went 6-5 in 2023 with a state semifinal loss. They beat Waldwick in the first round, playing in Group 2 along with Pascack Hills here. Actually, they play in Group 1, but they did lose at Shabazz pretty badly, 58-14 the final in that one. And we've got a little bit of a timeout here with 1:40 to go in the first quarter. But now players come back to the field after an apparent injury. It is 1st and 10 for Glen Ridge at the Hills 23, and it'll be a throw. Now a run from the quarterback. He got it out. First down. Man goes down for Hills and out of bounds after a nice gain off the pass for the Glen Ridge Ridgers. Yes, it is a tough name to pronounce. Yes, my tongue will get twisted, but it was Henry Rolling on the reception. And it looks like another Glen Ridge first down that will put them right on the Hills 11. 3 backs, 1 the quarterback, and handed off to another one. That's Rory Winnick powering inside the 10 around the 5. And it looks like we may get one more play, maybe not in this first quarter. Clock winding down. We're having a 0-0 contest so far through about 12 minutes. That should change shortly with Glen Ridge right on the cusp of the Hills end zone here. They're at the Broncos 6. In a 2-back formation now with wide receiver Henry Rolling with the quarterback. Perhaps a jet sweep. No, a fake one and a handoff. Waiting on the official call. Looks to be a yard short. That was Rolling on the run after the faked jet sweep. And now it'll be 1st and goal from the 1-inch line. Glen Ridge trying to power into the end zone, but the clock times out before they can do so, and we will go to the end of the first quarter with a 0-0 score. Stay tuned with us through the break. Glen Ridge looking to get on the board first here. Welcome back. We head to the opposite 1-inch line now as we look to begin the second quarter with a Glen Ridge touchdown on the run. He is in for the first touchdown for the Ridgers. Looks like they're going to go for two here. A 6-0 lead now. Chance to make it 8, and we do have a Hills player down. That is the sophomore Isaac Dixon, who is down on the field near the goal line. Will step aside. As we return, we've got good news. Dixon is up under his own power. Only needed an assist to get up, and he'll make his way to the sideline to prepare for the 2-point conversion for Glen Ridge after their touchdown. Up 6-0. And they're going to go for 1. And it's good. 7-0 Glen Ridge lead as we begin the second quarter at Pascack Hills in our preseason scrimmage coverage of the Pascack Hills football team. Looking to begin the season on the right foot as they prepare for new competition in the Super Football Conference American Red Division. The first game of which we will have at Mahwah, a tape-delayed coverage that will be played on Friday night at about 7 o'clock. We'll have the full game on Saturday morning right here on the YouTube channel. So subscribe, hit the bell to turn notifications on, and you'll be able to see all Pascack Hills sports as early as possible, whether they be live or whether they be recorded and uploaded later. Our first week back of sports filled. We have the week after on September the 9th, some boys soccer against Indian Hills, girls soccer against White Morrow, their opener here, and then volleyball, a doubleheader on Friday, varsity volleyball against Mahwah at Pascack Hills, and then Friday, September the 13th at 7 o'clock, we'll be back here for the home regular season opener for this football team against the reigning Group 2 and Division champions, Westwood. Gavin Yolande with a fair catch. And so it will be the Hills offense coming back out to begin their second drive of this game. Let's see what this offense can do. They'll start at their own 30. Connor Onikian and Gavin Yolande in the backfield with 3 receivers. And it'll be Yolande on a run, going all the way to the sideline. Oh, ball comes loose. It goes out of bounds and will stay with Hills after a gain of 1. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 10 from the Hills 30 on the right hash. Onikian going to throw, looking, firing, open. It is Cody Jones, the junior, has a first down, has a lane down the sideline, shoved out of bounds at the Hills 43. Nice read from Connor Onikian to find Jones. He was open, and some nice footwork from the junior to find his way through for that nice gain. It is 7-0 Glen Ridge, but Hills is looking to capitalize off of that big play. 1st and 10 now from the Ridger 43. Onikian with the keeper, faked the handoff to Yolande. He's got room! Onikian breaks a tackle! Touchdown, Pascack Hills! . 7-6 now. Two big plays on that drive. That is all that Hills needed. And here is a chance for a 1-point conversion from senior kicker Nathaniel Edelsheen. It's good. Edelsheen ties things up off of a big run from Onikian, and we'll take a break with that. Welcome back to Montvale, friends. I'm so happy to say that this is Matthew Merlino in the 3rd year of this PH Athletics YouTube channel and the 2nd covering Pascack Hills football. We're here for this preseason scrimmage that for the next 11 minutes and 27 seconds of game time, will feature the varsity players of the Pascack Hills team. After that, for most of the second half and almost all of the second half, we'll see the JV players of the Pascack Hills Broncos, as well as some of the freshman team's players. There are many players on the sideline, as you can see, augmented the 11 on the field right now, as Edelsheen gets a nice one, fair caught at the 11. So it will be 1st and 10 for the Ridgers. They are at their own 30 to start this drive and looking to untie this game. It is 7-7, and there's a fumble. Wisely fell on to prevent a loss of possession. Josh Wright and Brendan Singleton were right there to gobble it up, but it won't happen. Instead, it will be an about 7-yard loss, bringing Glen Ridge to a 2nd and 17 now, back at their own 23. Oh, another almost fumbled snap. Quick throw. It is hauled in. And now a chance for a run. Big gap opening up. This is Rory Winnick. He dodges a man, goes out of bounds on the Broncos sideline. Yolande goes tumbling in a separate incident, but that may be a first down. They're going to say it is. One official says it is. Another is stood a bit further back, but I still think he's going to say it is a Glen Ridge first down, but there is a flag on the field, and the penalty is against the offense, which will bring this one back and keep it 2nd down. .10:34 to go in this second quarter and in the first half. A 7-7 game. Hills tied it off of 2 big plays from Connor Onikian. One a throw to Cody Jones, as we have another flag on the field. This may be for delay of game, and it is. The second play from Onikian, an about 40-yard touchdown run where he broke at least one tackle, probably more if you look at the tape. To tie things up at 7, it was new kicker senior Nathaniel Edelshane coming on to finish things off and tie it up at 7. This is, of course, a preseason scrimmage. That means almost nothing, and it has no bearing on records or standings, but it will help both teams to improve come the regular season, which for Hills will start 1 week from tonight at 7 o'clock at Mahwah in their first game back in the American Red Division of the Super Football Conference. So here we are with what on the board and what looks like 2nd down and 35. They are back at their own 12, Glen Ridge. Let's see what they do. It will be a throw. It will be trouble. It will be a deep heave. And it will fall. But there is a flag on the field. Hold the phone, folks. This one looks like it'll be against Hills. Yep. It looks like 2nd down and 14 now for Glen Ridge. We've been on 2nd down for 4 plays now. This will be the 4th, I believe. And it will be at the Hills 26. That's the line of scrimmage. 9:58 left in this second quarter. 7-7 our score. It is a nice night in Montvale. The lights are on for the first time in, well, the last time in the summer, and I guess you could say the first time in the fall, because school and football is back, and that tackle means it's even more back. It is Sam Lundgren again with the backfield tackle, a gain of 2. So 3rd down and 12 coming up. 3rd and 12 for Glen Ridge at their own 27. There's the snap. Oh, a fumble! Who's going to pick it up? I think Glen Ridge fell on it. Realistically, it won't matter. Clock is going to run. It will stay with Glen Ridge, but it will be 4th down, and it looks like 15. Here comes the punt. It is a low one that bounces inside the 40 and will be downed at the Hills 28-yard line after a nice roll. Second quarter, 7-7. Glen Ridge and Pascack Hills tied in a preseason scrimmage on PH Athletics. And we welcome you back after a short break. It is 1st and 10 for Hills from their own 28. Onikian will take it. He'll throw through some coverage. It's caught! Oh, what a catch! Sam Lundgren, fresh off a defensive play, makes an offensive one. 2 big plays and a Hills first down. From their own 28, now it'll be 1st and 10 from their own 44. And we'll see if they go run here with Ulande, who has broken off some nice runs so far. He's in the backfield. Bugney goes in motion once again. There's the snap. It will go to number 2, that transfer, Gavin Ulande, and he gets forward for about 4. Second down, and it looks like 6. Ulande again breaks off another 3-yard gain. Second down and 4.5 based on that spot. Third down and 4.5. Rounded up to 5. It's in between the Hills 49 and the 50. Here comes 3rd down from midfield, 5 yards away from the markers for the Broncos. 2 rushers. Ulande gets it, spins out of a tackle, has a first down, another run from the junior transfer to give the Broncos yet another first down. And the sidelines will move with the players. 1st and 10 for Hills at the Glen Ridge 41. About 5.5 minutes until these varsity starters will head off the field. They'll play for the entire first half. I've been told they may be put in for one possession in the second half. We will see if that is the case. What we do know is we will have this drive. So Onikian going to throw on first down. Hit after he was released. Intercepted. Glen Ridge will take it back to their own 35. Underthrown from Onikian and off target as well, which will give Glen Ridge another possession. First and 10 for the Ridgers at their own 35. Pick made by their quarterback. He's on the field commanding his offense of 4 wideouts and 1 back other than him. He'll give it to that back, a man who plays wide receiver as well. That is Henry Rolling, who does not go anywhere. Second down and 10, still at their own 35. High snap, another run for Rolling. He's free into Hills territory, brought down at the Hills 37 by Jake Brew. First and 10. Keeper looked like some miscommunication in the backfield, but this play will still result in a 12-yard gain and a Glen Ridge first down. First and 10 now for Glen Ridge at the Hills 25. 3.5 minutes to go in the half. Both teams looking to break this deadlock. And it'll be a run, another one, and another one for a first down. Henry Rolling goes through. He'll be a yard short of first and goal. And it will be first and 10 now from what looks like the 13. Here comes first and 10. As we said at the Hills 13, 4 wideouts, 1 back. Other than the quarterback, that formation results in a throw. Instead, it'll be an undesigned quarterback run that goes nowhere. Gavin Yolande taking the shot, as it will be a gain of 0. Maybe a yard. Second down coming up. Another run for rolling, powering for about 5. Here comes 3rd down and 7 from the 10. The 9. Another run with rolling, stopped after a gain of 1, maybe. 4th down coming up, and we'll see if they send the kicking unit on for what looks like a 25-yarder. Looks like they'll go for it. 4th and 7 from the Hills 9-yard line. Just over a minute left until halftime. Keeper rolling out left. Quarterback throws, end zone, touchdown for Glen Ridge. That is a way to go into the second half. 13-7, Ridgers up. They'll go for 1 to make it a 7-point game. Kick is good. 14-7 our score with 1 minute and 7 seconds left in the second quarter. Back as Glen Ridge prepares to kick. This should be the final possession featuring the Hills varsity starters. They'll have just about a minute. Of course, they may play for 1 possession in the third quarter, at the early third quarter. We'll see what Coach Evan Lampert and his staff cook up. This kick will bounce at the 22 and will be whistled dead there. Cody Jones came up to get it, and I think this one will be at the 30 once again. First and 10 at the 30 for Hills. Jet sweep, it'll go to Cody Jones. Jones trying to make his way through, tackled with some contact to the horse collar, and a flag flies, which may give Hills another first down. A 15-yarder. 1st and 10 for Hills at their own 45 after the horse collar penalty on Glen Ridge. 50 seconds left until the half. It is a 14-7 Ridger lead. Let's see what Onikian and the Hills offense can do about that in 45 seconds. It'll be Onikian on a keeper. He scored the only touchdown. He has a chance for another. Out of bounds smartly at the Glen Ridge 29 to the delight of this Montvale crowd. Stopping the clock with 36 seconds. First and 10 from the Ridger 30 with 36 seconds to go in this first half. Keeper for Onikian again, ran into one of his O-linemen, keeps things going, out left, chance for the end zone, touchdown! Connor Onikian does it again! With 25 seconds left in the half. Here is Edelshane for the extra point. Good. "25 seconds until the half. We have a tie score once again. This doesn't mean much, but it still means something to the players and the coaches down on the field. 14-14, we'll be back. Welcome back, everybody. With 25 seconds left in the second quarter, Nathaniel Edelshane to kick off. And it's a nice kick from Edelshane that will be received inside the Glen Ridge 15. One last chance for the Ridger offense to do something, although we did say that about Onikian and the Broncos, and look how quick that happened, so anything can happen in high school football. Welcome back to Chaos, ladies and gentlemen. It's better than college. First and 10 from the 30. It'll be a misdirection run, but it is broken up by the two-way man, Gavin Yulonde. A lot of our players go on offense and defense. And it looks like the clock will run down to bring us to halftime. Our score is tied 14-14, and that should be the break for the Varsity Stars. Up next in the second half, we'll have the future stars, the JV and freshman players of Pascack Hills football. Stay with us here on PH Athletics for our continuing coverage of the entire 2024 Pascack Hills football season. We welcome you back to Pascack Hills High School for the start of the second half of this Pascack Hills football scrimmage between Glen Ridge and the Broncos. It is a 14-14 tie after the first half, which featured varsity players from Hills. The report is that we will get the JV and freshman players in the second half, although the varsity players may play one drive in this third quarter. Kickoff will go to Hills to begin the third with 24 minutes to go. It is received by Gavin Yulande, and they will once again start at the 30. This is not the varsity offense that you are seeing. This is the JV offense, and it will begin with a run with the junior Carson Baffa. The quarterback for this JV offense is sophomore Dren Bauda. He is the big man wearing number 25 that you'll see take the snaps. It was a gain of 3 from Baffa on the run, setting up 2nd and 7 from the Broncos' own 33. High snap. Baffa will take it. Forced backwards, but evades the tackle and is brought down for a loss of 3 to put Hills back at about 3rd and 10. Looks like it'll be 3rd down and 9 for Hills at their own 31. So it'll go down as a loss of 2 from Baffa. And we'll see, I believe we'll see what Dren Bauda can do from the air. Four wideouts and one back. Bauda takes it, looking, fires. Nice one, has a man overthrown by just about a yard. Rian Murphy intended for the catch, but it will be incomplete, and it'll be a 3 and out to start the second half for Pascack Hills. So Liam Kaza on to punt. Here it is. Could have been blocked, but it is kicked to the 40, where it rolls all the way to the Glen Ridge 24. It is downed right there, and that is where the Ridgers offense will start. First and 10, Glen Ridge at their own 24. Ooh, low snap, fumbled actually, picked up by the intended runner and ran all the way for what looks like a first down. Fresh set of downs at their own 35. Ooh, we got some jumps. This may be a false start. Yeah, that'll bring them back 5. So 1st and 15 now for Glen Ridge. They'll be at their own 30. Another run, which will gain 2. A new offense on for Glen Ridge as well. I probably won't have any of the names. The roster that I have probably only pertains to the varsity players. But we'll keep you noted with all the Hills players. We thank you all for joining us on our first stream back. It's been a bit of a wait, and it will continue until next Friday when we begin the real season as Hills takes on Mahwah in their first divisional game. Nice throw away. Good awareness from that Glen Ridge quarterback. And it will bring up 3rd down and 12. Here we go. 3rd and 12 for Glen Ridge. Run stopped right at the line of scrimmage, and Hills will get it back. They should get it back. I don't think Glen Ridge has attempted to punt. If they do, it will happen right here. Looks like they are going to punt. It will be Cody Jones receiving this one, if it gets to him. Nice one. It'll bounce, and Jones will let it roll inside the Hills 20. Played about 5 minutes in this third quarter. We are still tied at 14 off of points scored in the first half, including 2 rushing touchdowns from Hills quarterback Connor Onikian. It'll be a run stopped for at least no gain and maybe even a loss. So here comes 2nd down and 10 for Hills on their own 18. Bauda and Buffa in the backfield. And Buffa will get it, and he is taken down right after he takes the ball from Dren Bauda. It will be 3rd down and what looks like 16 yards from the first. Here we go. 3rd and 17. Hills back at their own 10. Bauta and Buffa in the back again. Will look for Bauta to throw. He's looking. He's going to fire over the middle. Caught, but it won't be for a first down. Still will go down as a nice gain on the pass to Jake Brew. It will be 4th down and 3. And it will be a punt from Pascack Hills and from junior Liam Kaza. Here goes. Breach could have been blocked. Kaza got it off, and it will be fair caught right at midfield, just inside Glen Ridge territory at their 49. And in fact, the officials are going to spot this one at the 50. So yes, right at midfield with 4 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. First and 10 from the 50 for Glen Ridge, trying to break the deadlock. It'll be a run to do that out left, and a chance for a first. Glen Ridge will get a fresh set of downs at the Hills 37. First and 10, again at the Hills 37 for Glen Ridge, and it will be another run, this one stifled before it could go anywhere, a gain of 1. Second down and 9 at the Hills 36. Ooh, man went, flags go up. False start will bring the Ridgers back 5. So it will be 2nd down and 14 for the visitors. Now back at the Hills 41. And here comes another run out to the left, breaking a few tackles and down at the 39. So 3rd and 7 it will be for Glen Ridge inside the Hills 35. Two backs, two wideouts. They'll hand it to one of the backs, and he's going to power forward, This one will depend on the spot. They'll say it is 4th and 1. At the Bronco 28. They're going to go for it with 30 seconds left in the third quarter. And it's a run for a first down, and a tackle broken will get them inside the 20. Ten seconds left in the quarter. Don't think they're going to get this play off. They're going to rush to the line with 5 to go, and they'll have to snap immediately. 3, 2, got it off. Final play of the third quarter. There's the buzzer going end zone. It is caught, trying to make a move. Tackled just before then. A nice tackle from what looked like Carson Baffa, which will end the third quarter at a 14-14 tie, but Glen Ridge still threatening to take the lead. Our fourth quarter will begin with first down and goal from the Hills 4. It's a run. Blocking there. Out left. Going for the corner. May have it. He does. Touchdown, Glen Ridge. They take the lead. (20-14) in favor of the Ridgers with just under 12 minutes left in the game. Going for 2, it looks like. No, they're going to kick. Didn't have a man down. So we'll see if they can go up 7. Snap fumbled. Still gets the kickoff, and nothing comes of it. Down at the 9, but it won't matter. So it is a 6-point Glen Ridge lead, giving possession back to Pascack Hills. Kickoff here for the Ridgers. A nice one. All the way down to the 10. Yolande fair catches it. Here comes the Hills offense looking to take their first lead of the game. They have the freshman team in and their quarterback Brady Frischer. We have something with the officials. I believe a delay of game or a false start on Pascack Hills. Yep, false start. 1st and 15 coming up. Frischer gets the snap. He'll keep it, finding his way through to gain some, but he lost the football. Hills did recover. Man in motion, Frischer fumbles the snap and is taken down hard. For a loss of around 10. Under 10 minutes left. It is a 20-14 Glen Ridge lead. And Frischer keeps one on 3rd and long and is tackled for a loss again. This is 4th down and 21. And it will be Liam Kaza in to punt it away from inside the Hills 5. It'll bounce into Glen Ridge territory and downed at the Ridger 38. Looks like they may put the JV team on instead of the freshman one. 8:10 to go in the fourth quarter. First and 10, Glen Ridge. Many players move in the trenches. And it looks like this one will be against the offense. Here's a throw for the Ridgers. Intercepted. Brady Frischer. Frosh offense will go back out. 7:34 to go. Clock going to run. 7 minutes in the fourth quarter to go. 20-14 our score. And here comes the offense to the line. They'll start at midfield. Frischer keeps it. Runs out right. Trying to beat a man. Forced out of bounds. Flag down. This may be another horse collar. Only a 5-yard penalty. But it will be a repeated first down. So 1st and 5 coming up from the Glen Ridge 45. Frischer, another keeper. This one goes badly. A loss of 2. 2nd and 7 for Hills at the Glen Ridge 47. Low snap given away this time, and it'll be a nice gain for the Pascack Hills Broncos off the back of Ethan Kadem. Number 75 powers forward to make it a 7-yard gain, a 5-yard gain, and 3rd and 2. 4.5 minutes to go. Hills down 6. Fisher trying to hurry things up. 3rd and 2 at the Ridger 42. Here's the snap. Direct one and stopped right at the line. It was Dane Brimijan on the run, which went nowhere, and it is 4th and 2. Three minutes to go. Direct snap again. Throw intercepted. Brimijan got it out. Maybe not a wise decision to do so. Ridgers take over at their own 39 with 2:48 to go. Oh, a fumble! May go back the other way. Who fell on it? Looks like Glen Ridge will keep it. And it will be a loss of 2. Second and 12, Glen Ridge at their own 37. These should be at least the JV teams in. Hills has their freshman team playing. Quarterback's going to keep it. He is wrestled to the ground by George Harcher. Which will keep things settled at a 3rd down and 13, and we have a Glen Ridge player down. We'll take a We come back to Pascack Hills with some good news about that injured Glen Ridge player who, after a lengthy break, was able to walk his way over to the sideline. We have 1 minute and 34 seconds to go here at Pascack Hills, but they are going to wave those and say thank you for playing and good night. The final score of this one will be 20-14 in favor of Glen Ridge. They will go into the season with their hopes bolstered with this preseason win. Hills will have their hopes tempered, but still things will really begin next Friday night at Mahwah. We'll have tape-delayed full coverage of that game, and you'll be able to watch it Saturday morning, September the 7th, right here on PH Athletics. There's your 2024 football schedule. We've got football, boys soccer, girls soccer, and volleyball. It's been a long time, but we are happy to be back with our third season of PH Athletics. So, for this week and for your Labor Day weekend, enjoy it, please. We've got a long September ahead of us. This is Matthew Merlino. So long